welcome to today. Today we're gonna do a whole lot of things because I'm behind in a lot of things. My husband had a week off last week, and the week before that he wasn't feeling well, so a lot of things didn't get done. So that is what we're gonna have to do today. So I am behind on my laundry, which is not something that happens usually, but I really need to get that done. Then I am potty training our youngest in the middle of all the things. I need to bake banana bread because that is what I do every single week. We love our banana bread. And I'm actually wanting to declutter some things, but I need to see if I actually get to it because there's just so much to do. And the house is a mess. So I need to make sure that I pick everything up. I clean a lot of things, and with potty training, I am constantly mopping the floors around here. So anyway, that is what we're gonna do today. And I'm first gonna start with our laundry, and then I will start baking our banana bread. But I'm really excited to actually get a lot of things done because I actually want to prepare for fall because I have so many things in my mind that I would love to do for the fall season, and it's starting to get cooler around here. So I really would love to just add some touches here and there just to prep us for fall, you know? So that is what I would love to do this week, which I'll do probably maybe tomorrow or the day after. It depends on how much I get done today. So yeah, that is what we're gonna do today. Now let's get started and let's get this disaster ready. So after breakfast, I do some homemaking tasks while the children have about an hour to do some things for themselves. And that usually means that they go outside or they color or do some Play-Doh, which is what they chose today. And today I'm just folding our laundry, getting rid of all the laundry. Like I said, we have a big mountain of laundry. So that is what I'm working through right now, while I'm just having a fun conversation with the children. And I really love it when that happens because it's so fun to just talk while we're doing our tasks together. When I'm done with my folding, it is time to start our schoolwork. So while they are putting their stuff away upstairs, so in their rooms, I will grab all the school stuff and we just start our schoolwork for the day. And that usually means from 9 up until about 12 o'clock. And then at 12 o'clock, we have our lunch. And that is when they go upstairs. And then I have some time for myself. So our children actually are done with schoolwork. The only thing my son still needs to do is math, but we're gonna do that when they come back downstairs because right now it is quiet time. I'm gonna start doing a bunch of things. I still need to iron, so that is what I'm gonna do right now. But there's just a bunch of things that I will do when they are in bed because then I can just do them by myself. So I'm gonna iron and then I'm going to actually bake our banana bread. So let's do the ironing first. So that is out of the way. I can have all the laundry out of the house, and then we can actually start picking things up because it's still a bit of a mess. They started playing again, so it's still a bit of a mess. Anyway, when they come back downstairs, they are gonna clean up all their toys and I am gonna do our cleaning. But first, ironing and banana bread, which is both very important. So one thing that I like to do when the children are upstairs is ironing, and that has actually two reasons. Number one, because of that hot iron, I really don't like it when they are around. Even though our children are a little older already, I still don't like the thought of them touching the thing. So I really just don't want them around. But also, I really like to listen to a sermon or listen to the Bible, read aloud, or whatever it is that I want to listen to while I'm doing my ironing. So that is something that I actually like to combine into one go. And that is something that I like to do when the children are upstairs, because then I can actually really focus on what I'm listening to. Instead of when the children are around, it is obviously still important to have one ear open in order to hear when something goes wrong or when they fall or whatever. So I really do like having just that hour when they are upstairs, just listening and really soaking in what I'm listening to instead of having to have one ear open. You know what I mean? So anyway, that is what I'm doing first. So making sure all the ironing is done and then putting it all away upstairs, and then they still haven't been awake. So let's do some more things. Okay, so now it's actually time for a coffee break, because no matter the amount of work, you also need to take a break. So time for coffee while the kids are actually still upstairs. So I'm gonna drink it in quiet today, which is great. But while we're doing that, I wanted to share something with you, because I've actually been working on some super fun extra things, and I didn't really mention that in any of my videos yet. So what I wanted to share with you is that, first off, I am updating my shop. And there's a bunch of amazing things coming to the shop. I already did a poll on my YouTube channel, so you might have already noticed, but I'm having so much fun creating wall art with amazing Bible verses that I love to look at, that I love to be reminded of. And I also wanted to create some printable sticky notes, because if you know me, you know I talk about sticky notes all the time. So I wanted to create some beautiful ones that you can just print, hang around your house, and just enjoy having God's word in front of you all the time. And I'm also having my Homemaker's prayer. I'm having our family morning prayer in there. So there's a bunch of good stuff that you can download in my shop, which I will link in the description below. But I also have created a Patreon account, which is super fun. And I want to share a lot more behind the scenes stuff over there. But what is also part of that is you can get all the printables that I have in my shop when you are a Patreon. So when you sign up to become a Patreon, you can get all the Homemaker's prayer, the family morning prayer, all the wall art. You will all get that in your Patreon subscription, though, so that is super fun. But I just wanted to mention that because I don't really talk about it that often, and it is amazing. There's a lot more coming to the shop and to the website, so make sure you keep an eye on the website, which is just stephaniealgra.com, which is my name. And if you want to go to the shop, you go to stephaniealgra.com/shop. So it is that easy, right? But anyway, let me drink my coffee and then we can continue homemaking. So like I said, we're going to have to make banana bread as well. And I have 8 bananas that are ripe. So we are able to make 2 loaves of banana bread, and I'm probably going to do muffins and a loaf of banana bread, because if you've seen me make banana bread before, you know that I actually like the muffins better than the slices of bread, and my husband really likes the slices of bread, so I'm just gonna make both of them. And I actually put my recipe in here because I really like having a recipe binder. And what I decided to do is I created this, and I have a few tabs on the side. And what I really like, or the thought that I had, is I'm gonna put all our family favorite recipes and I'm gonna put them in this binder, and then my daughter will actually have a recipe binder from all our family favorites for when she becomes a homemaker or when she becomes a housewife. So that was just something that I really liked, and obviously our banana bread needs to be in there, so that is what I did. Now if you haven't made my banana bread yet, I will put the link in the description below for the banana bread recipe, because it is delicious, and basically everybody that made it that I heard of is just as obsessed as we are. So anyway, we're gonna have to make our banana bread right now, so let's get started. I just mixed up my banana bread mixture, and I added in my chocolate chips, which is amazing. Now what I love to do, like I said, is use 2 different molds. I have just a regular cake tin and one for muffins. And I like to do that because then I can just turn on my oven once and I can put both of the mixtures in at the same time, instead of having to wait for this one to be completely done, which takes about an hour, and then cooling off, rinsing it, you know the drill, and then doing it again, because that is what I used to do. I just made one banana bread 2 or 3 times a week, and I would just do one of these every single time, but this saves me so much time. So what I do now is a lot better. So if you have more than one cake tins or muffin tins or whatever you want to use, put everything into the oven at the same time. Now what I do is I throw it all in, and then after 20 minutes my timer goes off and I take the muffins out, and this guy will go 40 minutes longer. So anyway, let's fill up these tins and get them into the oven and continue doing all the other stuff. So when the children came downstairs, they obviously wanted a muffin right away, which I don't blame them. They are amazing. But I completely forgot to film an outro for this video because I was so into mom mode. I continued our homemaking and we started to declutter our cabinet with our drawing stuff and our craft items, and I completely forgot to film the rest of the video. So anyway, this is where we're gonna end it today. So I really wanted to thank you for being here today, for watching today's video, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any other video that is coming up on this channel.